Day 16 of NaNoWriMo. Current word count 36,004 words. I do not have any NaNoWriMo tips or advice for you today. However, I do have a little story to share. I was at my local used bookstore where they also sell newer books, but predominantly they sell used books. I had a coupon, so I was looking to find some books on my ever-growing to-read list that I never can get caught up on. And I couldn't find anything in the used books, so I ended up buying two new books. And much to my surprise, when I got home, one of the books was a signed copy. Now, it had a sticker on there saying that, but apparently in my excitement, I was completely oblivious and didn't realize it till I got home. It's extra exciting because it is by one of my favorite authors, Ali Condi, who wrote the Match trilogy. I apologize if I'm not pronouncing her name correctly, but she is one of my inspirations for my previous noveling experience, the Lucia Chronicles. And I was just curious if anybody else wants to share the authors or the book titles that have inspired them. I'm inspired by a lot of people. Lois Lowry is my all-time favorite, and The Giver is my favorite book, and I'm currently teaching that in my middle school 6th grade language arts classroom. So that's kind of a different experience, seeing how the students react to it, because I read it when I was about in 5th grade, which was kind of a long time ago. And it's one of those books that I typically reread every few years. And for some reason, I always forget stuff, and yet I always find something new in it. I was wondering who else inspired you and what titles inspire you. The list goes on and on. J.K. Rowling, Suzanne Collins, Ali Condi. There's just so many out there. Veronica Roth, that have really inspired me, especially in the dystopian genre, which I know is obviously a very, very popular genre right now. And I could probably do an entire video on that. I actually did a young adult dystopian night at a local library, and that was kind of one of the big topics, was about why our dystopia is so popular. So maybe I will do that in another video, one of my weekly videos, just to, throw it out there for discussion. But I'd really like you to leave in the comments what titles, what authors, and things like that provide inspiration for you. Because during NaNoWriMo, we need to remember who paved the way before us and who's inspired us in our writing, whether it's in your writing style or the topics you write about, or maybe it's just someone whose, individual talents that really resonate with you. So leave that information in the comments. I'm curious. And in the meanwhile, happy reading and happy writing.